News. This internet decides to work.
And we are on.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
All right.
like Donkey Kong.
Well,
I'll just edit out whatever we're going to take out of this thing. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Backlot Podcast, Geeked Out Nation's movie podcast. We went on hiatus for a very, very long time thanks to some football fans up in
I got run over by a car. Let's be honest.
I could have done it on the Pro Bowl night because I don't care about the Pro Bowl. Although
Who
the Pro Bowl
watched the Pro
actually
Bowl?
did end up being a better game than the Super Bowl.
Way
All right.
better.
Nobody cares about the shitty Super Bowl. Especially
I
now
thought
our
it
other
was
two
great.
our other two voices.
Even the
in here don't
commercials
even watch
wasn't good,
football.
though.
The game was
So-
great.
Let's introduce everybody. The guy that's over there talking about how the game was great is a ultimate Seahawks fan, and that would be Dylan over there. Let people know who you are,
Which I
Dylan.
respect.
Hello, I'm Dylan. I'm TheAppleCowProdigy on YouTube. I do gaming videos, movie reviews on there. I write for Geeked Out Nation, and I love Man of Steel.
All right, then that's how you.
Oh,
That's all you have to know about this guy and his movie love is the fact that he likes shitty movies. Next, we'll go into the next guy.
Says the
that
guy that likes movie 43.
Hey man, you weren't supposed to say anything after that. Next, we'll go into Nando over there. Nando, you can let people know about you.
Hey, how's it going? Nando here. You can follow me on Twitter, Nando_POV. I'm really an all general guy. I used to do YouTube videos, but now I'm really focused on Geeked Out Nation, where we write articles. So definitely check that out.
All right, and that's the two silent guys over there, the guys that don't really care for football too much, and we're all about doing. So we'll let Alexander let him tell you guys about himself.
Hey everyone, I'm Alexander. I run the Cinemas with Mr. Robinson on YouTube, and I'm currently writing for Geeked Out Nation. And at this moment, I'm writing reviews for all 28 Godzilla movies in this whole month. So that if you see a bunch of Godzilla reviews
That's
that
all
flood
him
the
right
site, you have me to thank.
It's a shit ton of movies, but
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
hey man, but that's just letting you lead up to the Godzilla the Godzilla movies coming out soon that you're super excited about. So.
Oh yeah.
And lastly, over here we have Philip, who's been very quiet. So Philip, let the people know about your awesome taste in movies.
Okay, I'm Philip. I'm a movie editor who edits most of the Godzilla reviews. And, let's see, Batman.
He hates Toy Story 3.
I
He
hate
hates
Pixar.
The Hobbit.
Hobbit 2.
And he's looking forward to this movie called Zombie Beavers, which just look up the trailer and
No,
you
it's
would
Zombievers.
Zombievers. You'll know his taste in movies by just checking out that trailer.
And check out my reviews coming up soon. I have 2 coming up.
Okay, I want to briefly say 2 things. One, for Philip, I was thinking more about The Hobbit 2, and the more I thought about it, the less I actually liked it.
Oh, come on, dude.
So he'll be
That was
grateful
the
for that.
opposite.
Don't let him change
And-
your mind.
And I would also like to congratulate Steve on going to see Vampire Academy.
Oh.
Because he
Oh,
is now
God.
a damaged individual.
Oh.
Oh, I wanted to go see
God.
that.
I went by
but
myself.
I didn't have
I
time.
was by myself and I was just sitting there. Nobody was there besides like a couple way up in the top.
Oh my
That
god.
makes you even more damaged.
Weren't you thinking about suicidal thoughts or something?
Hey man, the movie wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was pretty bad though.
I know, I read the review. It was like,
Yeah.
oh. He said something positive about it.
I think I did. I think
There's
I'm gonna-
positives? What?
It looked good.
Oh no, Dylan loves himself some Mean Girl, so this is might be up his alley. But pretty much the Movie Backlot podcast is where we just talk about all the movie news of the week or the major important ones, go over some of the box office scores, and just kind of chat about anything that really comes to mind when it comes to movies. So pretty much the way we set this up is that every week we'll go over the box office numbers, see which ones surprised us, talk about the movies that are coming up next week, and then get into some of the news that comes out, and then we'll call it a day. So we'll hop right into the box office numbers, which is no surprise. The Lego Movie is number 1.
Lego!
Well, I'm surprised by just how much it made.
I mean, it made a little bit under $70 million, $69 million. Why does that surprise you?
From what I saw earlier on in the week, the industry projections going into the weekend were like 30 to 40 million.
Which makes sense because it has a $60 million budget, so it made sense.
$60 million?
Is that
Did you construct Lego?
That movie was like the best animation quality I've seen in years.
Yeah,
Lion
I forgot
King?
you were.
That's bold.
No, I mean like.
Well,
How
animation.
many of you guys actually watched it? Alexander, did you get a chance to see it this weekend?
I did see it. I haven't gotten around to a review on YouTube because it's midterms week, and I've been
Makes sense.
busy with other things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
well,
feel you.
I got to see it. I know Dylan got to see it. I don't think Philip is ever going to watch this movie.
No.
So,
No, I
It has
think he
Batman
might
in it.
actually like it because it has Batman in it.
I don't care.
oh
It's
my
the Legos.
God.
No, there's a reference that
It's pretty
towards the
awesome.
end of the movie that what Batman says that I think you would appreciate.
It
Still
has a
Legos.
lot of pop culture references. So I mean, I'm more surprised about what it costs. I mean, it only cost $60 million to make, which is kind of
To
shocking.
construct Legos too. It's
It
like-
costs less than the Monuments Men.
Which is kind of crazy. It's $60 million and
Well,
the
and
voice
they're doing
actors
cheap-
and everything.
They're doing cheap animation movies. Some of them are cheap nowadays.
Well, some of them, but
I mean, look
then
at
there's
Frozen.
which cost 150.
Yeah, well, Frozen's but like
Well,
what's
that's a
that other
Disney
movie?
They have an
Yeah.
infinite amount of money.
What was
All
that
right,
one
that's true.
that fell that kind of flopped a little? The recent animation movie.
Birds.
Yeah, Freebirds was only cost $35 million, and it made close to 70.
Yep.
And it was a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, there's that.
That
too,
is
but-
true.
Hey,
So all this
hey,
tells
I got
us
a free
the Lego
bag
movie.
from that movie.
I know you showed that.
I
before.
can amen to that.
So all this tells us about the Lego movie is the fact that we will be getting a sequel, more than likely.
Well, yeah,
not
well,
made by the guys that made it.
Steven, they've already announced they're gonna make a sequel.
Oh, look at that. Already a sequel coming for that movie. Number 2 on this list is The Monuments Men with $22 million, which is kind of shocking to me because of the fact that the movie's getting trashed at the box, like by critics. I haven't seen it. I was going to watch it, and then I just said,
Yeah, I got tickets
Academy
for
it is. So yeah, that tells me, like, I just didn't want to see
But then you saw Vampire Academy.
Yeah, but the reason I saw Vampire Academy is because of the fact that I just was told that this movie was so boring, and I didn't want to watch a boring movie. I just took
So you watched Vampire Academy?
I can
You'd
laugh at
rather
Vampire
watch-
Academy. I
You'd
can
rather
laugh at
watch
that.
a tween movie over
Yes.
something with
Like you
George
can't
Clooney
laugh
in
to
it.
John
Hey,
Goodman's second chance.
Vampire Academy looks like a very hard-hitting drama for all ages.
Hey man, I laughed, and some of it was unnecessary, but I still laughed. Number 3 on the list.
unintentional.
I won't get into it.
Hey, it's still cool with me, man. I would have been bored out of my mind in the Monuments Man, so I just decided not to watch it. Next we have Ride Along, which is making a shit ton of money. It's got like $101 million, and it cost $25 million to make. So that's definitely getting a sequel very soon. We have Frozen
Don't say that. Don't say that.
We are, man. This
It's gonna
got
come out in
series.
January again. It's gonna
Sorry.
own that weekend.
it's got money. Next we have Frozen, which made $6 more million.
Die.
It shouldn't die. It's awesome, and it got I think it has $301 million total, something around that range.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna get over the $1 billion mark
worldwide.
because last time I checked, it hadn't opened in China.
And you know those Chinese.
Well, also they have this. They're releasing it some places where it's like a sing-along thing. Which
that was
in my town.
That was 2 weeks
this
ago.
weekend. Yeah, in my town they released it like that, and it's still there as a sing-along.
Yeah, I don't watch bullshit.
Oh God.
I can amen to that.
Great.
Next we have The Awkward Moment, which I thought flopped when it really didn't. It's made $16 million and it only cost $8 million to make.
Oh, it did?
That's right there.
You can clearly tell when watching it that it costs that much to make, because there's nothing besides maybe the actors that's like, man, we shelled out all the money on this movie.
Yeah, but it makes sense. I mean, it didn't flop. That's a good thing. I mean, I thought it flopped, but it made its money back in like the first weekend. And then lastly, coming in at number 7 on the list is Vampire Academy, which they wouldn't show what the budget was. So I don't know what that means.
The budget was
means
$5,000.
Well,
No, it was not 5,000 because Birdemic was 10,000.
Oh my God, you
sure
are so
Vampire
gay
Academy.
for Birdemic.
Dude, it's so good.
Oh well, and that made $4 million, which is kind of whatever. I mean, it wants to be. What I put in my review was that it wanted to make fun. It became what it wanted to make fun of, which is just
It's kinda like-
That's not good.
That's what happened with
That's what it
Watchmen. It kind of tried to make fun of a comic book movie, and it became
a comic book movie.
like Kick-Ass did the same thing. You can't. It's very
But it
hard
works.
to do that.
But it works sometimes.
Yeah, but Kick-Ass is great.
I mean, it's great, but it goes
Well,
against
I think both those are great.
the idea of it.
Vampire Academy ultimately just is. It's what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's got one-liners left and right, kind of trying to be like.
You just don't laugh at them.
I laughed at some of them.
Is
Maybe.
it?
Unintentional.
Is
Again,
it as
it's
funny
probably
as Mean
unintentional
Girls?
laughter.
All right, well, that's the box office numbers. We don't really have anything surprising there. Legos doing what's
That
going to do.
surprised me.
Lego will
I'm hoping the
probably
Lego movie makes a ton of money.
It'll
As it
be
should.
number one next week. I'm pretty sure. I don't think RoboCop's going to be number one. I think Lego.
No,
Is
it's
No.
probably going to be whatever. It's probably going to be whatever romantic movie comes out that weekend.
damn.
Because keep in mind,
God.
Friday's Valentine's Day.
Don't tell me that because
Don't
a movie
say that
a
to
movie
my
that I'm excited
wallet.
about is called Winter's Tale, and I'm beyond
And that's a
excited
piece
about
of
this
shit
movie.
too.
I'm excited about Winter's Tale so much because of
Yeah,
my
you know
man
what?
Really?
Colin Farrell. I'm
You
so
know what? I
excited
just
about
said that again, and
They
immediately I
ruined
was
the whole
thinking.
story.
I was immediately after I mentioned that it's Valentine's. I thought in my mind, you know that Futurama clip? Valentine's Day's coming. Crap! I forgot to get a girlfriend again. That's what went in my head.
That's what you say? No, but like I mean, the two movies that we have three movies: RoboCop, the Ultimate Guy movie; Winter's Tale, a romantic drama; and then About Last Night, a romantic comedy. About Last Night doesn't look very good to me. It doesn't look funny.
But it's going to be the movie that guys are going to get dragged to see, or it's going to be that date night movie.
Or
I'm dragging my date to RoboCop.
I don't think About Last Night will be that movie though. It doesn't.
Well, I'm not watching any of those three, so I'm good.
that just means Philip can go see the Lego movie.
Oh, damn.
I'm skipping that one too.
I'm looking forward more to Winter's Tale than anything else this weekend.
No,
RoboCop looks awesome, but
I'm
Phil's
looking forward to
probably
RoboCop.
Phil's probably going to be like, you know what? There's nothing good out. I'm going to watch The Dark Knight Rises again.
Exactly.
hey man, there you go.
Or better yet, Exorcist.
Which you know what? It doesn't sound like a bad idea when you think about it.
Depends because Dylan, you saw RoboCop, right?
No.
Someone else.
Oh, somebody saw RoboCop.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not on this podcast.
Yes, and they said that they never saw the original RoboCop, and that's why they enjoyed it. So I don't know what that means.
I haven't seen the original either, so that's why.
That means we need to
I'm
kick
still
that writer
seeing that
out.
to see the new one, so I won't be like, "What? He isn't being blown up. This is not R-rated. This sucks." I just want to see a guy in a black suit kill stuff.
Okay, you know what?
then this is your movie, then.
I've never seen the original, but before I go see this new one, I'm going to make a point to watch the original.
Just watch the first one and you'll be fine.
The original is a social commentary.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
weird.
I haven't seen it, but I know it's famous for that.
Yeah, and also the fact that he has to become RoboCop because it gets blown up.
Yeah. And this one,
Spoilers.
in this one, he gets blown up. In the original, he gets beat up to death.
Yeah.
No, he gets shot to oblivion.
Yeah,
Yes.
he gets shot to oblivion. It's
They
the same
shoot
thing
off
as
his
blown up.
limbs.
Same thing
Like
as blown
literally,
up.
arm. Oh yeah, all you see is torso. So those are the movies that come out this weekend. We've seen that a lot of you guys aren't going to watch these movies. I'm pretty sure at least 3 of us will watch RoboCop.
Yeah,
I will
I'll
watch
probably
it.
see. Well, I 2 of them I have screenings to that I might be able to get to see this week, so I might go see the
So-
2 that aren't RoboCop.
So those are the main movies that come out this weekend, and now we can start and hop right into the movie news.
News!
Which we're gonna start off with a downer right now because we're gonna talk a little bit about Philip Seymour Hoffman and his recent death, which is kind of sad. But we're
My favorite
gonna
actor.
give our points and talk about what we thought about everything, and we'll go from there. So who wants to start off and what your reaction was to hearing his death?
I'll go first, I guess.
All right, then.
Even though everyone's talked about it for some time, when I first heard about it, I was really kind of like in disbelief because I didn't know the guy had a drug problem until I read into it after I had just had to accept the fact that he's gone, and it just ruined my day. I mean, the guy he was really a great actor, phenomenal, and it just sucks that he didn't even reach 50.
Nah, 46, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is,
Bipolar.
he lives like 5 minutes from my house. Like he literally, he lives like right down the road. He was not lives there. He was born like in Fairport, which is about 5-10 minutes from here.
Wow.
And he's done all these like comes to the colleges and talks and all that. And I didn't even know he had a drug problem because he never really spoke about that. He always spoke about life getting there and all that stuff like that. And I was just shocked. I mean, my brother told me, and when he sent me a text, I was like, dude, that's probably another hoax or whatever. And then he's like, no, it's all over the news. And I'm like, wait, what?
There was a hoax a month ago saying he died.
Of overdose or something else?
I don't know what. They just a month ago there was an internet hoax saying Philip Seymour Hoffman died.
Well, to me, the thing that was more shocking was as the evidence started to come out and everybody started to figure out what was going on, and you start to see like he had this amount of drugs in on him. He he used this amount of I was just like, what? And like the way that the guy said they found him, where the needle in his arm, and like in my head I'm getting all these mental like images of like seeing this whole thing, and it really bothered me because like the guy's phenomenal. I mean, my favorite movie of his is The Devil, When the Devil Knows You're Dead or something like that.
Yeah, The Devil Knows You're Dead.
That movie is awesome. I love that movie. I know when I was younger, I used to really be all about Along Came Polly with him and his white chocolate. Like, I love that movie because of his character. Come on, he gave us the line of "I sharted myself."
Yeah, I know.
That was him.
Wow.
Like, that was him way back in the day. And to me, it was just super sad. And I was like, I made a video that night just expressing my thoughts and stuff on my other channel, and
he played an amazing villain in Mission Impossible 3.
No, I mean, he's got like a resume. He does so much. He has so much versatility. It was just shocking.
And
to me. I don't know.
Because my roommate and I were watching YouTube clips from his movies because he didn't know who he was, and he was just like, "Oh my god, this guy transforms into different characters each time he acts."
That's the crazy thing about that, right? Is that
like different voice, different posture, different look. It's like, wow.
I mentioned this to a lot of people at where I work, and I was saying, "Oh, this person died," and they were like, "Who?" And then I would show a picture, and I would be like, "Oh, they're like, oh, the guy from Charlie Wilson's War, or the guy from The Hunger Games." They all mentioned different movies. Yeah. Not one person mentioned like the same movie, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like my cousin was like, "Oh, the dude from Along Came Polly," and I was like, "Yeah, like he's so like you said, he has so much range, and you see him and everything that people don't even know he's the same actor. Like it's insane." I don't know. Do you want to talk about anything, Dylan or Nando or Philip?
It's really sad that he died. I haven't seen a lot of his movies. I think the only one I've seen is probably Hunger Games Catching Fire, which I think he did a really good job in. And it sucks that a great actor died young.
Yep.
Yeah, it's to be honest, when this hit me, I was like, it kind of felt like Tom Hanks. I was like, if Tom Hanks died right now, it would be like one of the saddest things to me, man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
To see Philip Seymour Hoffman, who everybody has been saying how amazing he is. I mean, I watched What the Flick, and their conversation of all these critics talking about him, it's just like, it makes you so sad to watch it. I mean, it's just... It's just I don't know.
I honestly thought I killed him too, because like the night before I was out partying all night, and I was like, yo, I was talking about Philip Seymour Hoffman's movies like throughout the night, and like the following morning after a good hangover, and then I read the news, it's like Philip Seymour Hoffman died. I was like, get the fuck out of here, you're lying.
I would
I
would like to point out to the FBI who is spying on us. Kidding.
I killed Seymour.
No, it's just crazy. Like,
it's crazy though.
My brother told me, and then like I said, I looked it up, and I started hearing all the details. Like the details is the craziest thing. And like Alexander said, I didn't know this guy had a drug problem, and I've seen him speak to a school.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of any of this.
I knew he had an addiction back, he always had an addiction, but he was really into it like 22 years ago or something.
Yeah, didn't I read
and
that?
And then he relapsed last year, and then went back into rehab, and then I guess, obviously relapsed again. Yeah. And that's usually how people die, is you go into rehab, they flush your system, and you think you could take the same amount, when that will kill you because your body's not used to it anymore.
Alexander, you were at Sundance, right?
Yes, I was.
And he was there.
I was there the last weekend, but I have seen photos of him at certain events.
Pan was there, yeah. I was seeing pictures, and I'm like, he was at Sundance a week or two before this happened, and people were saying
I happened to be there after all the famous people had gone.
But people were saying that he's like, from what they were saying, he was talking, he was fine, and I don't know. It was just something that like it was crazy when I was hearing about it, and like I said, it just sucks. Sure, like we every human life is something that should be cherished, but I guess when people start saying that, oh, it's only an actor, people shouldn't be this sad over an actor. I mean, I think it's when an actor dies, you almost feel like you know the actor because you know his career and you've seen his work. It's kind of like any other famous actor. You've seen him in all these movies. It almost feels like you were a part of like his life, like growing up. Especially like him. He was in movies for like 30 years. I mean, he's been in movies forever, like a long time. I mean, he became famous about 10, maybe 15 years ago when he really broke through. Maybe a little bit longer than that. But I don't know. It's just a sad thing, but I guess we can. Unless you have something else to say, we can move on to the next big major news of the week.
I've pretty much said what I need to see.
All right.
Said what I need to said. God damn it.
I honestly feel horrible about this situation, though. Even though I was talking about him the night before.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. But I guess we'll try it.
Apartment. Crazy. Anywho.
Well, yeah, he was one of 2 actors I wanted to direct.
Oh, really? He's like one of your favorite actors?
It was him and Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Who is
God.
the other guy? Out of curiosity?
Yeah, who is the other guy?
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts the shit, though. I agree.
Who is
He's
that?
the shit. I love him.
Who's Eric Roberts?
Eric
Julia
Roberts is like the old.
Or brother, son. The Julia Roberts' brother.
Movie?
He played the game. Oh god, who did he play? What was the character's name in Dark Knight?
He was the villain in Expendables 1.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know who that guy is.
Dark Knight?
He's really good. No, if you're a classic action guy, you'll
The
love
guy
it.
who, remember the scene in Dark Knight when Batman has the guy over the ledge and he's just like, you can't
he's that
kill
guy?
me from here? Yeah.
That's Eric Roberts?
Damn, that guy's
Yeah.
a big man. He's a big man. I didn't know who that guy was. But,
Nah, he's actually really good.
Yeah, what else we got?
Alright, next we're going to be hopping on to something that I want to talk about, which is the Uncharted movie gets a director.
Oh, I'm going to be a piece of shit.
No!
Hey, let me talk this real quick.
No!
Uncharted is my favorite video game of all
And
time.
it should stay as a video game.
The Uncharted movie series, the Uncharted series is my favorite video game of all time, followed closely by Mass Effect. I love these movies, I love these video games, and I don't see the point of it becoming a movie. When it was going to become a movie and it had David O. Russell attached to it, I was like, no, I don't want this. Because he wanted to cast Mark Wahlberg as Nathan Drake. I don't want Nathan O. Russell, and I'm going to want the guy that directed Horrible Bosses. Are you fucking kidding me? No. Like, I said no to David O. Russell, and then I get this crap. This is my punishment right here. This is my punishment.
It's like, you know what? Give back David O. Russell.
I'm like, wait a minute, I messed up. Yeah, bring him back. I just don't get this. I haven't seen The King of Kong. I don't know if that's any good. I've seen Horrible Bosses, and I've seen Identity Thief. Identity Thief is one of the worst movies I thought, like, when I saw it last year. It was horrible. Then Horrible Bosses, I actually watched it this weekend to see if this guy has some chances. Horrible Bosses is an okay movie, but it's got the R-rated kind of thing. Like, it's not anything spectacular. I don't know about The King of Kong. I haven't seen that. I don't know where I could find that. It's not anywhere I could see it. So I'm really upset about this because of the fact that I don't see the point of this at all. I don't see the point. The only way they can redeem themselves is if they cast Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake.
Which they're not, because he's too busy.
They're not going to, because
that's who I want. Because
and he's not a bankable star.
I don't care.
Yeah, they need to make money.
This movie. That's the only way you save this movie.
They aren't making movies for fans. They're making movies for money. So,
a certain company is, but it's not getting into that.
Nathan Fillion, get in shape. Get buff, show them that you can do it, and I want you because he has the one-liners, the quick dialogue that makes perfect sense for Nathan Drake. I don't want Mark Wahlberg to be Nathan Drake because I don't think that'll work. This pissed me off when I read it, and I was pissed off. That's why I posted it on Facebook. I was just like...
Yeah, you're really mad.
I was like, what the hell is this?
Wow,
so,
I guess I better say something before Steve just takes up this whole podcast talking about...
Yeah, you guys can go. You guys can express your feelings about it, or if you guys even care about it.
Actually have no feelings because I'm at the point where,
Wait, stop right there. You have no feelings.
Alright, so why don't you have no feelings?
Wow, you guys are childish.
That's Philip. No feelings.
Okay, the thing I have to tell people, it's like, it's a video game movie. Have there been any good ones?
Which is why I didn't want it.
Mario Brothers.
No.
Yo.
I guess after...
Yes.
I guess after
was
5
shit,
shots
man.
of vodka.
Oh,
Yes,
5 shots.
absolutely.
No, but like, have you guys ever played the game?
I've beaten the first one. I love the first one.
Is it?
And I think it could be a really good movie. They decided to make it.
Is it a PS3 exclusive? Is it
Yes,
like,
it's a PlayStation exclusive.
I
2 is
have-
the best one.
Yeah, I don't have a PS3.
I haven't played 2 yet. I've only played 1. I own all 3 though. I just haven't gotten around to playing 2 or 3.
Like what you were saying, Alexander, that the fact is that it's a video game movie. What do you expect? I understand. It's what do I expect? It's a video game movie, which is why I didn't want this. The game is a movie upon itself.
Yeah, it is.
Which I don't. So I don't know. Since Alexander never played it, but he brought up the fact about the video game movies. They're usually pretty bad, so it makes sense. Dylan, you think it would be a really good movie?
Yeah, well, if it's done right, just like everything could be a good movie if done right.
Because of what the story is.
Yeah.
How about you
Like,
guys?
My whole view on it is go ahead and make it, and if it sucks, I'll watch it, I'll think it sucks, and I won't care about it past there. But if I go into a good movie, then it'll be fine, because we'll still have the games there, and we're still getting the PS4 Uncharted. I don't think the movie will have any bearing on future game releases and stuff like that.
I hope
Because
not,
it's
but
already a
knowing
bankable
Sony-
franchise.
All right, how about you, Philip? Have you ever played this game? Know anything about it?
No, I mean I've wanted to play it, just never had a chance to buy it and play or rent it and play it. But
Yeah.
to me, with this movie, I'm just like, I'll pass. I mean, I don't think it's hard. I mean, because of who directed it, it's hard for me to get excited. Only because he's not known for adventure
Action-packed movies like
Yeah.
Uncharted. Well,
But then again, you know, people have shocked before.
yeah, you never know. It might be good, but then again, it could be in like
I
something
mean,
along
I'll
the lines.
rent
something.
it when it comes out.
Ultimately, Uncharted is Indiana Jones. Like, it's
Yeah.
Indiana Jones is what it is. It's
The Harrison Ford should play it.
No.
No.
Alright, well.
Well, one thing to say,
Alright.
before we move on, I want to say that, just really briefly, in this new generation of consoles, I'm planning to go for the PS4 instead of the Xbox One. So hopefully
You
soon I'll get my
should.
hands on an Uncharted game.
Yeah, and
You should add me when you get one.
If I
It's-
get one.
Because I need friends on them.
Alright.
No, it's an amazing.
I'm so low.
So I guess.
I just play 2K and yell at my team.
Alright, what else? Do you...
Next, what we got here is some small bit of news. Here is that the Gotham TV series has cast its it's Gordon. What the hell? It's Commissioner
They're
Gordon.
Jim Gordon.
Jim
it's
Gordon, he's not
It's-
commissioner yet.
Yeah, it's the young Jim Gordon, Detective Jim Gordon, or however you want to say it, and it's Ben McKenzie. Which, if any of you guys have seen Southland, it's a really, really gritty, dark cop show.
Yeah.
Which is pretty badass. It's pretty awesome. I don't know. It's Fox. I don't know what they'll do with it, but I
They'll
don't
cancel it after 14 episodes, and then it'll go to a movie.
I don't hate the casting. So I mean, I'm more curious about what the series is gonna be because Fox seems to keep changing what it's gonna be. First, it was a Jim Gordon like story. Now they're saying, oh, it's a Batman origin story. We're gonna introduce all the villains and
Fox is
I don't know.
complicated, man.
complicated. Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Fox is looking for their one hit. That's the problem.
they have a lot of.
That's
people.
not even their own property.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
not.
but yeah.
It's like you already have The Simpsons, Fox.
Yeah,
Well-
they have Family Guy. They have Simpsons. They have Sleepy
Well,
Hollow. It's not bad.
Sleepy Hollows.
Not bad. It's not horrible. To me.
I don't understand the following. But,
You can eat shrooms, and you still wouldn't understand. And you might understand Sleepy Hollow if you eat shrooms.
Hey,
And I saw-
we
I
don't
saw an
recommend
episode-
drug use.
I saw an episode of Sleepy Hollow, and I was like, it's enjoyable. I don't think
Yeah,
I'll
it's
watch
what it
any of that,
is.
but whatever.
I mean, could it be worse than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I mean,
Yeah, actually.
Well, I mean, it could.
no,
Yep.
it can't.
You know
Yes,
what?
it
Have
could.
like
Agents of
Jim
S.H.I.E.L.D. got
Gordon
way
be some
better.
like punk rocker in high school.
No,
And-
Batman's gonna be the punk rocker in high school. We've already been told
Batman being
Yeah,
a punk
he's gonna be
rocker?
dark
What?
and
Nah.
brooding. He's gonna be like making his own music.
Yeah, man. I don't understand.
I don't really. I mean, I don't care about the casting. I'm cool with it. I think he's a good actor. I just more care about what the show is gonna end up being.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
not.
know what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
you
I
won't?
watch.
I'll
I
watch
watch
it.
a lot. I watch the pilot. I always watch a lot of pilots, and then I let go of the show. So, all right. Next we got here is the Chip and Dale movie is coming to our eyes in cinemas and everything like that. If you guys don't know about this, it's going to be a live action, kind of like in the same style of Smurfs and Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it's going to be about Chip and Dale and the Rescue Rangers team.
Oh,
Alexander, give me a minute. I know you're starting to get upset
I
over
threw
there.
up a little.
Yeah, and what we're having is that what I've been hearing is that Disney really wants to find their live action big hit, and I guess they're not live action. I guess live animation action. I don't know what you would call it. What are these things called?
They're looking for their live action hit, even though they own the Avengers.
No, but not live action. But I mean like the whole little cartoon inside of a human
They're
world.
basically like, oh look, the Smurfs made money. Let's
Yeah.
just just try to get the Smurfs out, which I'm all for.
Wait, let's turn the
If they're
Smurfs
gonna
brown.
make the Smurfs no longer have a Smurfs 3, then this
So-
might be a good thing.
All right, we're gonna let
But-
Alexander because he looks very upset over there. Are you a fan of the Rescue Rangers, Alexander?
not a fan, not a giant fan, but I do remember watching Rescue Rangers like a lot when I was younger, and I don't know. It's because it's Disney. Like they shut down their 2D animation department. It's just I don't know. I'm more sad than I am like frustrated. But I don't know. It could be good. You never know. But
don't say it could be good. Come on, man.
Oh well, I mean, it could be good.
Disney hasn't made a good animation since 1994.
Or clearly Philip doesn't care.
Damn.
No, but like look at what they want to make it into like the Smurfs though. Like it's gonna be what the Smurfs is. I don't care for that.
Is it gonna start?
Here's why I say it could be good because Smurfs was made by Sony, who never really had anything to do with the Smurfs originally.
Okay.
Fox made Alvin and the Chipmunks, and they had nothing to do with Alvin and the Chipmunks originally. Disney is making this Rescue Rangers movie, and they've been making the show for a while, so it's basically them handling their own thing. That's why I say it could be good.
See, I want it to be good, but then I remember Underdog.
Dude,
Did they
don't even hate on Underdog.
Did Disney even have anything to do with Underdog before that movie came out?
No, you're right. They didn't have anything to do with it, but it was part of their studio. They also wanted to make Hong Kong Phooey a little while ago.
No, that was Warner.
They also were making
that was Warner Brothers? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hong Kong Phooey.
which like there's like a demo reel of like test footage of Eddie Murphy as Hong Kong Phooey. It looks awful.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that movie.
It's all over there. You can find it on the internet somewhere. But
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Disney when I was younger. I'm talking about Gargoyles, Goof Troops, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Rescue Rangers, all these amazing cartoons from the 90s. All right, Philip, you suck. He's like, what's that? No, but like, I love all these things.
I wasn't even born yet.
The thing about the Rescue Rangers is that the Rescue Rangers never really interact too much with humans. They always kind of avoid humans and handle their own thing. So I don't know what their movie would like essentially be. So I don't know what they would try to make with this. We never know. It could be something amazing. It could be something that proves us all wrong or proves me wrong. I'm expecting garbage.
Or it could be something that's just enjoyable.
Yeah.
If it's something that I understand what it is, and like I like those what are those the Wimpy with the Wimpy Kid books? Those movies are
Diary
fine.
of a Wimpy Kid?
Those movies are fine. I don't hate those movies because I know what they are.
But they're
fine.
actually good?
They're not bad. They're whatever.
Because I read the books. I like the books, but the movies looked terrible. I haven't seen one.
I don't read.
they're fine. But I don't know. This thing is just I don't know. I don't know what Disney's trying to do here. I mean, we can move on unless you guys want to talk about that.
Yeah, let's move on.
Leave it alone and
I don't care. Just
all right.
just
Next,
make it good, and I'll go see it.
We're staying in the Disney realm here, and we're going to talk about the new indie Walt Disney biopic. And what this is essentially is that I can't say this who the director is, but they want to make a Walt Disney movie about his early years before he even made Mickey.
Yeah, before
whatever the other character that he made before that is. And essentially here is that it's not Disney's got nothing to do with this. It's based on something from a book or something. I don't know. I was reading about it. And it's going to be about the rise of Disney and the animator that he brung over. What intrigued me about this is the fact that they're going to get David Henry from Wizards of Waverly Place fame.
Why?
Wait! They're gonna get him to not play Walt. He's gonna play the cartoonist, and they're gonna get Thomas Ian Nicholas, who was in American Pie and hasn't made a film since.
Kevin.
And he hasn't made a film in a very long time that was anything
he made
relevant.
American Reunion.
Anything relevant, and he was in that, and they're gonna get him to be in it as Walt, and they're also gonna get John Heder. And he'll be in there.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon Dynamite. This is the cast. The cast is a bunch of people that I like.
Wait, hold on. This shows you how low budget the movie is. They got the 8th person from the bottom star billing from American Reunion, and they have someone who hasn't worked since 2004.
And then they got a Disney guy.
And they have David Henry.
And David Henry, who's clearly trying to break out of his Walt Disney.
By being in a Walt Disney movie.
Well, he's trying to, but it's
shine.
what I'm hearing. People are saying that it should be a little bit darker because of the fact that it's going to tell the real tale like of who Walt was, and that's what I wanted from Saving Mr. Banks. I love Saving Mr. Banks, but I kind of wanted that darker side of it. So I mean, I'm intrigued by this. I mean, I know it's nothing big, but I'm just intrigued by the whole idea that we're gonna get an indie film around Walt Disney. But it also worries me that it could essentially be Jobs.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Hearing
really?
this, I've been getting some Jobs vibes out of this. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Which could be bad.
Ashton Kutcher yet, so it has that going for it.
I think Ashton Kutcher wasn't even the worst part of Jobs. So
I didn't see Jobs.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't. To me, he wasn't the worst part. And essentially, well, I mean, saying essentially, but yeah, that's pretty much what that's about. I'm just excited about the idea of this movie. But now we can move on to these other stories that we brought up at the end. Dylan wanted to talk about this amazing tale of James Franco and his attempt to make.
Wait, weren't we going to talk about Vision?
Oh yeah, that's on here too. You guys want to hop on Vision, or y'all want to talk about The Room, or y'all want to talk about Shia LaBeouf? It's really up to you guys.
Let's breeze through Shia LaBeouf.
All right, Shia LaBeouf.
Hey.
So, all right,
true.
Philip, you seem to know a little bit about this more than I do.
Yeah.
Explain to us what happened here.
Okay,
What did Shia do?
Originally, where was this at?
It was
In the
some-
Berlin Film Festival, or
Yep.
whatever film festival it's called in Berlin. He was there for Nymphomaniac. They were doing a press conference. The director wasn't there. They asked, one of the people asked a question about working with Lars von Trier. All the actors had positive things to say, and then Shia LaBeouf said this: "When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much." And then he got up and walked off.
Oh,
and
Louis
to
Stevens.
throw it on top of that, how did he show up to this nice little press conference?
No, this was after. This was actually that was before. Then during the premiere red carpet, he showed up with a bag on his head that said that he's not famous anymore.
Wait, these are two different. I thought they were the same day. These are two different
No,
incidents.
they're the same day, but they're how they do it is first you do the press conference, and then you get ready, and then you walk the red carpet.
Okay, so I really would love to hear what people have to say about this. So, Alexander, explain to us what Shia LaBeouf or Shia LaBeouf is thinking here. What's going on in this poor little man's head? Showing up with the bag, trashing your director. What's going on, man?
Wait, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, Alexander, because you just making all these faces like if you just can't, you don't understand, and I'm confused. I wanna hear
No. The reason I made those faces because I saw someone post this story on Facebook saying, "Indie filmmakers take note. Von Trier's is a frickin' marketing genius."
Oh,
I agree.
He's the same one who said he was a Nazi sympathizer.
Wow. But
I can't agree.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you work with Michael Bay for too long. It happened to Ben Affleck where he started directing.
It's a cancer.
Turning into this giant prick everywhere he goes.
Yeah, except I don't think Affleck did a rebound. I don't think this guy can rebound.
No, because we've seen Affleck
never
rebound 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, does working with Michael Bay turn you into a douche, or just end your career, or make you just turn your career into garbage? Because what we have here is Shia LaBeouf, or Shia LaDouche, whatever you want to call him. He's essentially doing both. He's becoming a douche, and then he's becoming pretty much nobody wants to work with this guy because he's an asshole. And then his movies are the Transformers films, which aren't very good to begin with.
Yeah, he was also in Indiana Jones 4.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like
Indiana what?
He's trashed at least 3 directors already.
Yeah, I think it's both because after a while for Ben Affleck, it started to demolish his career, and then he made Gone Baby Gone.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Where it's like, wait, who directed this movie? Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
No, seriously, who directed this movie?
Seriously, I hopped on that movie because of Casey Affleck. I didn't know anything about Ben Affleck before.
Oh, I knew it was Ben Affleck.
I was like, come on,
wanted to
Casey.
see his direct.
Well, I'm gonna stick with my thing where I think Shia's going through some things, and I'm gonna sympathize with the poor kid. I think he's going through some things, man.
Yeah.
I think mentally he's got some problems, which maybe he needs meds. He's got some issues, and I think that if he gets some proper help and he decides to babe when he's making a movie about World War I or II, and he just decides to stop being an asshole and flip people just trashing your director. I think he can turn his career around. I know it's a lot, but I think he can. I just think he's going through some
Yeah,
things.
he's going through something, all right. It's called the Michael Bay syndrome.
No, what he is doing right now, he's becoming a pretentious asshole because he knows he can spend his day doing art films. And
How much money do you think he made off of Transformers? He just feels the need he can just do all this type of shit. Just fuck it.
Well, I know he made close to like $10 million on the third one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, Alexander, don't hate on him getting paid.
And I know
That's
he got,
There's that because he doesn't love making money.
and then he
Yeah.
got paid like $4 million for Indy 4.
Yeah, he got paid $3.5 million.
And if he wa-
According
and
to
if he wasn't a douche, he would've got more.
CelebrityNetwork.com, Shia LaBeouf is worth $25 million, so he can basically do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's just becoming a pretentious asshole because he knows he can do it and afford to do it.
Yep.
But
And
this-
he saved money on putting a paper bag on his face.
I'm looking at the picture of the panel, right? And the panel shows everybody else nicely dressed. This dude shows up in a sweater.
Yeah,
with
oh, I
with
forgot
a
to
dirty
mention
coat,
that. Yeah,
a dirty hat, like not
and
shaved.
purple socks.
He's saving money.
Like but I mean, like he's just he's not caring.
He did clean up on the red carpet and wear a nice suit though.
A nice suit, but who knows what his
In a
face
bag.
looked like? I mean,
And a bag.
I was
It's probably his barf bag.
I know many of you guys weren't the biggest fans of Shia, but I like Shia. I really liked him. I thought that his.
Oh,
I
of
like
course.
Shia.
I love Lewis Stevens. Of course.
No, I mean, yeah, but like, see,
You mean Even
like him.
Stevens?
No, his name was
His name is Lewis.
Stevens.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I liked Shia LaBeouf at first. Like when Transformers and Indy 4 came out, I was like, hey, he's still good. He just needs to get some more roles. And then after the third movie came out, I was like, wow, I finally understand why so many people hate this kid.
Yeah, but I liked him in Disturbia. I liked him in Eagle Eye. I thought he was okay. I'm like, he's all right. He's not bad. He could be bankable. Then Transformers, I was like, okay. I kept saying it wasn't his fault.
Well,
And
technically he was bankable because he was riding off the shoulders of Spielberg. All the big movies he did from Disturbia until Transformers 3 were produced by Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Fair point.
Spielberg will produce anything.
Yeah,
he put his name on it to make
he
money.
produced Lincoln.
It's a good movie.
No, I actually like Lincoln. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Bless you.
shouldn't
He
do that.
directed Lincoln, didn't he?
Yeah. He funded
Yeah.
it by himself
Well,
too.
I don't know. I'm sticking with my thing. He just needs a little help, and he'll be able to bounce back.
Yeah, shovel to the.
When you look at his eyes, he just doesn't seem like he's all there.
He's
Although- He might just be a genius because he knows that.
I agree.
Hear me out, everyone.
Yeah, no.
Nobody likes him anymore, it seems, but he's still getting in the headlines.
Yep.
That's called.
And
being
we're
a
sitting
troll.
here talking
That's called
about
a
him.
troll. That's not called a genius.
Yeah.
It's called being
Hey.
Miley Cyrus.
I was about to say that. And
And
Miley
Miley
Cyrus made
Cyrus
so
is a
much
genius,
money
though.
last year.
She's
I
getting
don't
a
think
shit.
Shia's not gonna make money because Miley can keep making albums and make money. Shia's can't get a movie if he keeps being an asshole.
Well,
No,
you know what?
he's shooting.
He can make his own
something
short films based off comic books.
and say that they were
and then-
original ideas.
I mean,
Yeah.
if anybody cares about when the next time you can see this bad boy is in the next movie called Fury, which stars Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that movie has Logan Lerman in it, so I'm really excited. But it's like, Shia LaBeouf will be in that too.
But now
Although
while I'm
Brad-
watching that movie, I'm gonna be like, wow, everybody hated him when they were filming this because they
I
did.
think it'll just
so.
add some humor to it.
All right, so I guess we can move on from Shia LaBeouf, and hopefully he gets his career together. At least I'm hoping. I don't know. You guys don't even care about the guy now. You guys are just
I don't care.
whatever. But I guess we can talk about we'll talk about the Vision casting. All right, so the Vision casting confuses me. Just confuses me all around. So they cast Paul Bettany as the Vision. He
Yeah.
is the original voice of Jarvis in Transformers films.
No.
Transformers?
I mean, whoa. in the Iron Man film. See, in the Iron Man film. Sorry.
Okay, even I'm not that.
Oh my
He's
god!
the
I'm not
original
that mean
voice.
to the Avengers.
He's the
Oh my god! That was horrible.
He's the original
Oh my
voice of Jarvis in the Avengers films, right? I mean, the Iron Man
God,
films.
Iron Man.
But where I got confused was, if he's the voice of Jarvis, and what we were hearing is that Jarvis is going to become Ultron, why did they cast James Spader as Ultron and not this guy as Ultron?
Well,
I think that was speculation.
It's all speculation.
Spader got cast.
Yeah.
as Ultron.
Well, he's cast. James Spader's in the movie. As
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
what
James
we don't know.
Spader is.
But I mean, if comic fans know, Ultron created the Vision, so
Yep.
there could be a chance that Ultron could take Jarvis and put him in the Vision.
That would make it personal for Iron Man,
Yeah, which
actually is plot.
But they don't. But my thing is, are they gonna like mechanically mess with their voices, or because isn't it gonna be weird that Vision is going to sound like Jarvis, but Ultron is not going to sound like Jarvis when they are
Probably
essentially the
has
same
another-
person?
Well, or they might not even go with that. They might just go with they need to fight Ultron, so Iron Man creates the Vision, and puts Jarvis's AI in it.
Yeah.
But I thought Jarvis's AI was already an Ultron.
No,
From what we were
That's all
speculation.
speculation.
Oh.
Everything's speculation.
Damn
I don't
it!
think that was
Damn it!
confirmed.
Damn
Yeah.
it! With speculation, I am confused.
That's just not what everyone thinks is gonna happen.
So
Yeah,
all
or
we
it
know
could
is
just be.
all we know is that these people are in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay.
And I'm glad that James Spader's gonna be Ultron. That's about it.
He needs. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean-
just wanted Vin Diesel again.
Oh God, stop.
He'll be back
Groot.
somewhere.
Well,
he'll be
yeah,
back
but he'll
somewhere.
have like one line and he'll
No,
just.
no. Aside from Groot.
Yeah, I was hearing that too. That they purposely made Vin Diesel Groot so they can have him in the future as something.
hmm
Yeah.
That was their plan.
Well,
But
did you guys
I
hear
was just about to
the-
say Black Panther, but then I realized that would be terrible casting.
Ugh.
He's
What
not
were,
black.
what were you gonna say,
Oh
Philip?
God.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, did you guys know what this has got released a couple months ago? Marvel's overall plan for their Avengers, the whole universe, they're taking it up to space.
Yeah.
They're taking it to the
Oh
cosmos.
yeah,
I
they're already
didn't
gonna do
know
that
that.
Guardians of
So
the Galaxy.
they do need a Vision because, let's face it, a good
Yep.
percentage of their original Avengers can't live in space.
Yep.
So who would go to space?
Well, Iron Man, for sure.
Vision?
Iron Man, but then again,
The Hulk for
what's
the
his
World
name?
War
Yeah.
Hulk.
Yeah. But then
Storyline.
Robert Downey Jr. is going to be done after
Yeah,
Avengers
he's
3,
done after
so
3,
you need
so.
there's no Iron Man, so Vision.
Yeah, and one thing I think we can all agree on this is that putting Vision in Age of Ultron makes a lot more sense than whatever they're gonna do with Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman.
That is true.
Yeah,
That
We
is
don't
true.
know about that.
No, I agree.
He's
I
defending
agree.
it. Hey, we don't know about that. We never know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
first
both
in the movie.
movies seem to be getting a little crowded.
Then again,
Well,
I guess
Well,
we never
I
I
know.
think
For-
just because we'll know
for-
who the characters like and who they are. It's not because a lot of movies have a ton of characters. It's just that I'm a little bit of a comic book fan, but as people that follow, as all fanboys, we're gonna know who these characters are. Well,
Yeah.
if you're watching a movie, you don't know who the characters are, you'll be like, okay, that's prop number one,
Well,
or whatever.
I mean, that's kind of my problem with the Marvels is like not from a movie standpoint, but from a fan standpoint. Like they're introducing like Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver. You know, I don't know those characters.
I don't know them either.
So it's
I
kind
don't
of
know
like
how they get intertwined with them though. That's my problem with it because they're the daughters and son of Magneto.
well, they're just going to be.
But Alexander, you want to say something though, right?
I wanted to ask something. I heard a rumor that Age of Ultron also might have Miss Marvel, but as her before she gets her powers. What would
Yeah.
you guys think of that?
Which would make sense. I would prefer that. I would prefer
I mean, I
superheroes
don't-
came in like that.
yeah.
I would prefer that.
I just don't like the idea. Like everything they do leads up to a new Avengers movie, and then they add stuff into the Avengers movie for the future.
That's
Like
that's because of money. Avengers is their biggest moneymaker, so they're looking at it as everything has to lead up to their biggest moneymaker.
Yeah,
which
but
I'm
then
okay with. I know that's what you hate about it, but I'm okay
no,
with
well,
that.
no, I'm actually talking about. I don't, aside from that, I'm putting all bias aside.
Okay, go. Right.
The idea of them just dropping characters into it willy nilly, like Miss Marvel, it's kind
Miss
of.
Marvel is in the Avengers.
Well, again, that's what I just said is a rumor, but I was asking.
Yeah,
how
I
would you guys
actually read
feel?
But I mean, you can say the same thing about Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Like we don't know who these characters.
Yeah, seriously.
At
Well-
least, what's his name? Hawkeye was in Thor. Like
Yep.
if they did that in like Captain America, I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, that's.
Then you probably didn't. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to spoil anything.
What?
Wait, what?
There was
Oh, no.
something.
No.
There was something that got leaked out that
Spoiler.
the Winter Soldier credit scene might have something to do with those two characters.
Okay, I'm cool with
And
that.
I still don't like that idea though.
Yeah,
I don't
same
like
here.
after
Okay,
credit
well.
scene.
Speaking on your Miss Marvel thing, I'd be okay with that if Miss Marvel is like not a nobody, but if she has her powers, but she's not nothing to do with the Avengers, she's just there. Like they see her, or she's in the background or something, but she doesn't help because nobody knows who she is, and they're not gonna like bring her in. I'd be okay with that because it'd be like introducing characters for future movies. I'd be okay with that. I don't mind that. I'd rather that than pile a bunch of characters into one movie and just have them go at it, which is what I'm worried about with what I was originally worried about. No, I was originally worried. No, and I wasn't worried about that because I trust Joss Whedon. He can handle teams well. He handles teams well. I'm okay with that. He's always able to bring new characters. Yeah. What I'm really worried about is that with Zack Snyder's and Man of Steel 2. But then I was hearing things that they're gonna film the Justice League and the Man of Steel back to back. If that's the case, I'm okay with that because they're introducing characters to put them in the next movie. It's not gonna feel overcrowded when they start throwing characters in there.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, what I'm more worried about is I'm probably not going to watch Avengers 2 until it hits theaters. Or, I mean, DVD.
No one's going to hit it.
But, until it hits DVD. But their timetable for that production is cutting it close.
So
both of them are. The first movie cut it closer.
Yeah, I know, but still, I just don't like that idea. It's just, to me, from a filmmaker standpoint, it's like they had almost 2 years where they could have started production on this.
Right.
And it's just
I do understand. Oh, what happened?
As much as me and Philip disagree about the Avengers, I can really see how he sees that from a filmmaker's perspective.
Yeah. For me, it doesn't affect me, but I mean, it doesn't want to affect my stance on the film. But as a filmmaker, I'm like, this is not how you make movies.
Right. Well, for me, as a critic's perspective, it's like, for me, the ultimate deciding point is what the final product is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like the timetable, as long as you make a good movie, it doesn't bother me at all.
And I guess one last thing I want to say, I do see where you're coming from, Philip, why are they throwing Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver into the Avengers? It almost feels like they're forcing them, and I'm actually curious to see what they're going to do with that, but we won't find that out until...
Unless they do a thing where it subverts expectation, and they're actually the main drive for the plot.
And yet, ironically, Quicksilver in Days of Future Past is the one that feels forced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason they put him in there, and we're talking about that reason.
Yeah, but I guess we can leave it at that. But
I'll say one thing though. I'll say one more thing positive about the Avengers. I'd rather watch Part 2 or Avengers 2 than X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I can agree.
You can't throw the grenade in the room and then end it there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Both of you guys, how are you more excited for Avengers 2 than this one?
Because it's Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not my reason. It's just
He doesn't want it. You have a man crush, Philip. He doesn't want it.
Of the two movies, not the two people of the two movies, it's just, to me, one seems very thrown together. The other, the rumors are coming out, the casting, it all feels complete. Do you know what I mean? Like Avengers 2, the casting, the rumors, everything feels like there's a drive to it, whereas with X-Men, it's just like, oh, he's in, oh, she's in.
I mean, I am excited for Days of Future Past, but I really feel I'm more in love with the Marvel Cinematic Universe than I am with the X-Men Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I mean, I
respect both of those points.
The Marvel one has had better movies. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
I respect that. I'm excited for this, but I respect both of those. All right, I guess we can hop into the last news story of the day, which is the one that
hell just froze over because I said something positive about Avengers.
Yup.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's snowing. That's what happened. It's snowing right now.
You know what, Phil?
Yeah, it's snowing in Oregon. Never snows here.
Philip, the fact that you just said that has made it rain outside my window.
As soon as the good thoughts came out, it just started to pour, lightning everywhere.
I'm bleeding for some reason. What?
Well, maybe not lightning because I'm in California.
Lucky.
California.
All right, well,
earthquake though. But
let's talk about this last bit of news, and then we can call it a night. All right, so Dylan really wanted to talk about this, and I'm pretty sure Alexander and Philip, all you guys are super excited about this news. And
I'm so excited.
I guess one of you guys, Dylan, you could explain it a little bit better. Go right ahead.
Okay.
What's the last news?
Greg Sestero. That's how you
hi,
pronounce it,
Mark.
Yeah, that guy. Mark from The Room. He wrote a book called The Disaster Artist about, Alex owns it, about how he was a part of the production of The Room, made by the cinematic genius of Arnold Schwarzenegger mixed with Christopher Walken, that is Tommy Wiseau.
Wow.
And
Genius.
I would never have thought of that mashup if I tried.
Not even a little bit.
It's genius.
And then,
Alright.
so then James Franco bought the rights to this book to turn it into a movie, and he's gonna make his directorial debut with it.
No,
And-
no,
and-
he's already directed.
He's already
Oh,
directed, he's directed a small budget movie.
And he's
Okay.
doing. I've heard that he's
gonna
doing
direct
it
it.
with Seth Rogen.
Yes, I heard
Yeah.
that too.
Seth Rogen
My-
is Tommy Wiseau.
His
For those
part-
that don't
This
know,
is what I'm
explain
hoping
the room.
for.
Wait, for those that don't know, what is The Room?
The Room is a cinematic masterpiece.
No, really. Like
About-
it's considered what, the worst movie ever made, right?
It's
No,
like,
it's cinematic
people
masterpiece.
quoted it as saying it's the Citizen Kane of awful movies.
There you
Yeah.
go. Perfectly put together.
Amazing.
The Citizen Kane of awful movies.
It's pretty great.
The creme of the
And
creme.
what I'm hoping is James Franco pulls out his big checkbook and hires Tommy Wiseau to play Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be something to do.
and then Tommy Wiseau writes a book about his
About-
behind-the-scenes experience on making The
God.
Disaster Artist.
All
Where
right,
he
well,
buys the rights and makes that movie,
Oh, no,
so we get
it-
a
it'll-
Tommy
it-
Wiseau
yeah.
movie.
The book would have to be called The Disaster Artist.
there you go.
Yeah, it's-
My one thing is, okay, besides you three, who wants to see this?
Everyone.
Everyone,
I'm willing to watch it.
Everyone-
No, I'm serious. Like,
ended a
who?
midnight screening of The Room.
No, but like,
Everyone who hates movie 43.
you
Yeah.
suck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna
I
keep
can
me
clap
mad.
to that.
I live near Portland, and a couple of years ago, Tommy Wiseau came up to Portland. I wasn't, and he charged people to just go hang out with him.
Really?
Sadly, I missed it, but I had some friends that went and gone, and apparently all they did was they walked around Portland throwing footballs with each other.
What?
In the
No, you are
streets.
lying. That's what they do in the movie.
No,
They're
there's
lying.
pictures.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
There's
dude. That's a-
pictures. My
that's a
friends
lie.
went with him, and they threw footballs in tuxes with Tommy Wiseau.
Oh
and
my
it was
God,
amazing.
That is beautiful.
I would believe
That is an
that.
awesome
No,
man.
that's dude. There's no way that got told. No, that would make.
Yeah, no, that guy is that crazy.
Nobody knows what goes on inside his head.
Not even he does. Have you checked
Yep.
his Twitter?
Oh,
I
there's
don't
this
think he even
video.
knows I don't think he even knows what country.
Is it
he's
still
from.
on YouTube?
I guess what I don't get is that this is a movie about it's essentially gonna be a movie about making the worst movie ever made. Like I don't see how this has a draw to anybody.
Oh my god, it does
okay, that's
exist.
kind of like asking, how does a movie about the making of Mary Poppins have a draw on anyone?
Touche, my friend. Touche.
Yeah, so boom!
There's a video on YouTube of Justine interviewing Tommy Wiseau.
Wait, or
Just gonna leave that out there.
He must be really old, right? He's pretty old.
Yeah,
I don't know.
How old is the man?
In his
I'm
40s.
looking it up.
54?
I'm just saying, can he?
Tommy Wiseau, age.
So wait, whoever.
He's 58.
So
Damn
whoever,
it! By 4 years.
So whoever plays Tommy Wiseau, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the movie, has to have like that type of like that look to them, like of open emptiness,
Oi.
pretentious, like.
That's why you cast
Do
him.
you guys know the show The Neighbors?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
just horrible, dude. I hate that. Show.
Because
I love that
apparently
show.
Tommy Wiseau is an actor in it.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that episode.
Is he one of the aliens?
His name's Charlie.
I don't know, but like I don't know. I guess
Why,
just
why does he always why is
He
his
directed
characters-
it! I know I have to see it!
Why are all of his characters? Why do all of his characters have names that rhyme with his?
And,
name?
wait, he was
Oh,
the
that's
creator
true.
of The Neighbors?
wait. That explains why that show sucks so
I have to
hard.
watch this now.
No,
And
that show
Greg
sucks.
Sestero's
That show
in it.
sucks so hard, dude. That show sucks so hard. It's insane. But
It
no,
hasn't
wait,
even came
Alexander.
out yet, according to this.
Why does he play characters I mentioned? That
Oh no,
doesn't
it's a
believe
different show. It's Steven, it's a different show called The Neighbors.
I thought
Yeah.
it was the alien
With-
bullshit cartoon.
With Greg
Sestero.
I can't pronounce his last name. And he's rumored to play a guy named Mark again.
Wait, Greg Sestero.
Wow.
They're back together again? Is
I
what
don't
I'm saying?
know, but it's rumored that he's gonna play Mark. He
Uh,
didn't even change his name.
this is just fucking weird. I don't get the point of this movie.
You know
The
what
book is-
movie would become my #1 most anticipated of all time if it's ever made? Birdemic 3 meets The Room 2 combined in IMAX 3D.
And that's how we end the show
I'm
right
sold.
there.
That.
That's how we end the show right there. Pretty much.
You're gonna Tommy Wiseau with clothes hangers fighting birds in 3D.
What the hell are you trying to make over there? Both these movies suck.
Oh man, that's the greatest movie ever made.
Dude, Birdemic 2.
What? That is
it's
genius.
So good.
Alright guys, well you guys can happily find us all over the place. Make sure you guys subscribe to us on iTunes if you're watching us on YouTube. Just look up Geeked Out Nation on iTunes, you'll find us. We'll throw up these podcasts, as they come out. But I guess I'll start by letting all these guys let you know where you can follow them. I'll start with Alexander over there, let them know where they can find you, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson. My links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts are there. And check out my Godzilla reviews on Geeked Out Nation. It is February 9th, so my current review is Destroy All Monsters, and tomorrow will be All Monsters Attack.
All
Beautiful.
Right. Just the ultimate Godzilla fan. All right, Dylan, we'll let people know where they can find you and your weird fucking movies.
They're not that weird. And you can find me on YouTube, TheAppleCowProdigy. Just type it into the search bar, you'll find it. I do gaming videos, I do movie reviews. An Iron Man 3 thing will go up, I don't know, whenever I get it done.
8 years from now.
It's never gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, but now I'm doing the hardest classes at my high school, so I don't have that much free time.
It's like,
I definitely feel you on that.
I thought he was gonna say, oh, wait a minute, this movie's actually good.
No, that's not it.
That would be awesome, but by the time that you make that, you figure out, wow, this movie's actually not that bad.
No.
That would be the ultimate thing right there.
That's like an atheist finding Christ.
I had to buy it. Wait, what happened? I missed it.
You said you realizing that Iron Man 3 is awesome is like an atheist finding Christ. Alright, we'll let people know where they can find you, Nando.
If you guys want to hear more funny jokes, you can follow me at Twitter at Nando_POV. I also have a YouTube channel, but it's been dead for like months. I'm trying to revive it, but it's literally impossible. What?
Speaking of Twitter, I have a Twitter account too, at AppleCowProdigy. I raised my Twitter game. I've tweeted twice the past month.
Alright, lastly we have Philip over there. Philip, let them know where they can find you at.
You could find me at @PhilSusan, where I make fun of Macklemore. And
I can clap to that.
Alright.
And check out my the stuff I write at Geeked Out Nation, movie news, couple reviews.
TV on my side.
And as always, guys, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Check us out at geekdoutnation.com. No, you did first.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, you went first. My bad. You're going right to left on my screen, but I was on the right, so then Nando was like...
We gotta get out of here. Make sure to check us out at Geeked Out Nation on Twitter. You can follow the website at geekdoutnation.com, and pretty much we're gonna get out of here because people are just losing their shit, so we'll talk to you guys later.
Penis!